So this video tutorial is about naming covalent molecules. So here are the steps to naming a chemical formula for a covalent molecule. First, you need to name the first element of the compound. Then you're going to name the second element and change the ending to IDE. And both of them have to begin with some type of prefix. Now, what are the prefixes you need to know? Well, here is the list. 1 is going to be mono. There are 2 di, 3 tri, 4 tetra, 5 penta, 6 hexa, 7 hepta, 8 octa, 9 nona, 10 deca. These should already be on your notes. But what you need to do, because I will not put this on any tests or quizzes or even any type of assessment, you need to memorize it. So you just need to know that these go in front of the element name. Now, there's something special about mono, and that's the reason why I have it in red. The special thing about mono is that it can only be used with the second element, not the first. So let's go ahead and start with H2O. Let's go ahead and name the first one, which is hydrogen. The second one is oxygen. But remember, we have to change the ending to IDE. So let's go ahead and change this to oxide. Now, we have to now put the prefixes. If you notice, there are 2 over here. That means I have to put the prefix di in front of hydrogen. And because oxygen is 1, I have to put monoxide or monooxide, either or. So dihydrogen monoxide is the nomenclature for H2O. We know it as water. Now let's go ahead and try the next one. The next one is PF3. Phosphorus is the first element, and the second element is fluorine. And then again, let's change that ending to an IDE, so it becomes fluoride. Then we go ahead and look at the prefixes. Now, phosphorus has 1, but again, we're not going to put mono in front of it because it is the first element. So we're just going to leave it as phosphorus. The next one we're going to go ahead and write is it for fluoride. Fluoride has 3, so you should have tri in front of fluoride. Go ahead and try the rest of the practice problems and pause, try them yourself, and then press play to check your answers. Alright, I hope this is very simple for you to do. Now that we've practiced it this way, let's go ahead and practice writing the chemical formula from the name. So when we're doing it from the name, we go ahead and look for the element. So this says diarsenic, so the first one is arsenic. Because it says di in front of arsenic, we're going to go ahead and put a 2 after the AS. And then the next one says pentaoxide. Oxide is oxygen. And since it says penta, we're just going to go ahead and write a 5 as a subscript. Now let's try phosphorus pentabromide. Since phosphorus on the periodic table is P, now there's no prefix in front of the first element, so we can assume that there's 1, and so we don't need to have a subscript. The next one is bromide, pentabromide, and bromide is Br. Because there's penta, we are going to put 5 as its subscript. Now go ahead and practice the last few problems by yourself. Pause this and then reopen it so that you can go ahead and check your answers. Alright, this is the end of the naming covalent compounds. I hope you find this tutorial very useful. If you have questions, feel free to ask in class and finish the worksheet that's associated with these problems. Alright, have a good one.